Shasie eni enkomo ehaya Sempa FM. Albert KWABENA DWUMFOUR KWABENA apom tizemenia.
Me Joso obi
bibi ekoyi.
Oh nyamiadom.
Afishia panso.
Afisi na radio juma ni mwatre na achenso. Na fi ye ka radio juma ekokan na ye kan Ghana so ka ho. Since we are already the gateway to African democracy. Nti ye na ye kire kwan ye bo kwan. Nti ye maye hu ni na moni juma. That's pa. And me say nkomo bebre na e wo ba so far. How many years into your administration? When you're 2 years? Almost. Yeah,
almost 2 years. And our term there for 4 years, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
Oh, 3 years renewable.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also a contest.
Yeah.
Now, what takes our decision? No.
Yes, see, an effective worker doesn't advertise his work. Yeah, per se, first of all, the BIA near Cancer and found it that Nadodo Abidu as even say that compare, you have to leave a lasting legacy. Yeah. And yet the can't say the obey or sa a tenimono. Any year say who be the in fear sebi you a pem and emphasis 1,000 years we now win to me in legacy a win. Yeah. So what you have with the opportunity now win yano. Man dream or channel. I was a man dream or channel. Yeah. That I say more channel. Go you need more channels. It's a no opportunity. No.
So Uja would legacy. And so far, in almost 2 years now, you have a lot to report. Of
course.
Of Neoma Akoswa under your presidency.
I see. Of
the Ghana Journalists Association.
Obi me no never try be di afi.
Yeah. Yeah, Udi 1 year
now.
Sure, I remember.
Na okay nyama e tutu dwa. Na zia de obi e ka bebre.
Maybe I would want us to clear the recent happenings, you know, our association, our engaging media, I don't think it's a directive. I'm more appealing to the media to do certain things.
Yeah.
Then, because we've heard blackout of Minister A, blackout of MPB, blackout of Way. What's happening?
I'm say, be there if that's it. Now, Minister Charity for near Pamphone na. Be there. I'm say, what you said, Nancy. In Central Juma, Kuanas and Central Juma Yedi.
Sure.
We have come under severe attack, physical attack. Na and Canada, Bem say you want to say a occupational hazard. It's say a Juma Biano, Sebi, Mitumaka, and I say, Bibika Kratimaka Crown. We were only amplifying our voice, advocacy, and the call to end the impunity. Because now you say, Africa cray bears in fear 9 benumi. As a things you can say. A broso. Is that Obi? Research, asset for the past 10 years, Osha assaulter, but average near 4 in a year.
4 in the whole year. Assault on journalists. Okay.
Now, Mecca 2020, I'm 2020 but 2020 not 2020 about to afi. Said ye a few years say about to afi. You bear that comparison. 2021, 2022. You record 2022. You record 7 attack. 7. Oh, yeah. Wow. Now, you see 2023 near Jane said and there will be improvement, especially after say a 10K in the WordPress Freedom Index. Even though the share the indices now, almost assessing on this WordPress Freedom Index, Ghana a call from Bibrino, na enye sebu assault and not contribute to the another one of the major indices the economic condition of journalists. The economic condition of journalists, yes, that's a term between. The one new indices are almost the introducing I think 2021 into Itanunya. Okay. Some say oceans and for memoir. Yes, it it's a bone the rope say no, sir, because OSHA 2022 and the better 60.
Okay.
In the world you can't say index freedom is in the ranking. No. Africa, you take sign free third, about that 30th.
3-0.
3-0. Oh, Africa. Obia 2018. Ghana, he will do WordPress Freedom Day. Emra, ye host to no Ghana, you real about that kind.
Number one
in Africa.
In terms of press freedom.
In terms of press freedom. But that 27 in the world. You two, just say, as you say, boot.
Yeah.
You overtake Namibia.
Yeah.
Osha, the Southern African winner, they have always top in terms of WordPress freedom.
Yes.
The ranking on top because usually Namibia first, South Africa is second.
Yes.
Namibia first, South Africa second. South Africa is to check Ghana cry. But why is it that what have they put in place? It's them. How often do you hear say South African journalist has been attacked?
Yes.
How often journalist has been murdered? And then I say that musicians see anyway there. And until you overtake the BD first.
Yes.
2019 Namibia for said there be can say and now Namibia no omondoso obi about 2.5 million. And they've been able to put in measures and mechanisms. So Windhoek Declaration 1991.
Yes.
Namibia 92 Namibia and the declaration. No? So at that time, Nani can press freedom we are ranking now. Nice or mudim.
Sure.
It's almost form position. Am I yet about third? Certainly the third. Now your third year D and now you sink ye free third straight to 30th. And now from 27th or from 30th straight to 60th. It's a na ye call ye bompa said you can prove and bebano. I fear chemi. Emra ye observe the WordPress Freedom Day. Yen saka the reporters without butters.
Yes.
Or more report. Like near better 62. Better 62. Now say I sat tiako from you. Oh, we are seeing now. Now, so period, no, between a span of 8 months from March to October. Now, in some trouble, you attack your more. Say, be a come a young 9
from March to October.
March to October. Out of this 9, no, now, they're not, my friend say, you're prosecuting the ones. Near prosecute you, I'm to say that has seen or that has gone through the processes, and I've seen a logical conclusion. Where two. Namika two na nedi Tamale, Dagbon, FM, NDC, former communication officer, before attack here. It was all over. CCTV, invasion of UTV. Na nini na no. Busa say. And no crime na prosecute you no. Sometimes they say ya in prosecute crime punk. You know the picture on come on. Them like UTV.
Yeah.
Ruling the back.
Yeah.
Look at the charges preferred. Your name say such assault cases via a misdemeanor. But we expect the system, the institution, Ghana Police Service. Attorney General na ate to make a crown the police for say monje na mo fanya prosecution anka mbremu no Attorney General na to me a prosecute it Attorney General to me the mamo as I say move way the gravity of the offense and also akoda nchen judicial service and so ye dey asem so ba esi so ye way ye nim say mo dey nim say sabio asmdb na judicial service and court ne dey sabio charges e be prefer no na on be hwa dey yes e give them way I 2,400 which is about 200 penalty units. Even said them catch no share embrano on misdemeanor way the least should even be 250 penalty unit. And 250 penalty unit should be more than 2,400. But why the judge, his wisdom, decided to go for the 200 penalty unit? It is an issue for discussion, an issue of consent. Now, why not? Some you all could na security wise, o de share. As I be remove crano, ya scanne, we crana, wash security. Na ni pet me up at me across so I say breaking security protocols. Yeah. Ni about to a shell so. Ewa. One of Bobby this age we unprepared, on Bob and who see. And now any banner of pass mama no. Sebi only score the court, only score the cover lawyer. Only go police go no be before it talk of us man. It has also be a such attack on general premeditated. And if you are premeditated, no, na say a idea move to because ya bon po is soon. This is you okay coaster sema attacking. You didn't phone in a nam. And you didn't phone in nature. And you're not assuming. And you're now Jina Ocasetia honorable. And you're now say in phone, meaning say, as an yebe ba honor. Yesusu one bono posakui, and then Oba will deal with him. Okay.
Or more a fair president, no munya butre.
Yes,
maybe Yemfengu. Aha, na. More fair president.
Munya butre na any abre.
Any abre too much.
And then yeda. Hobby.
Yes.
80 premeditated. So you can't weigh the gravity of that such offense, you know, cannot be the same as an attack and as assault. Maybe ununya and ununya maybe a kaskasa the way in a bomb. I don't know, and you're premeditated. Yeah. But such attack you recorded recently, you know, all premeditated, and that makes it serious offense. So we expected the system, the police service, even the attorney general, to look at again, to look at moving such offenses from misdemeanor to, if possible, to second degree felony. Among distinguished offenses against the media as such, and that the court should also see, say, an attack on the media, an attack on the journalist is an attack on our democracy. Sure. It's an assault on our enviable democracy.
And I get you. I think the advocacy now should be, can we, because we say you're complaining about illegal mining.
Yes, man.
Even though your Minerals and Mining Act were harder than
yes.
Now a punishment
yes.
But because it became a societal menace, we had to amend it and increase the sentencing regime for obeyers. Maybe we can do same for general, and that would mean say Parliament would have to play a role. But for the judiciary, what Parliament, the laws are Parliament where passed on. I think that new advocacy would help.
I won't say. Yes, we have started championing that cause. Sure. I mean, okay, say never to speaker Kwakushia because we want to call on him on the recent happening. Sure. Because Gofo said you before me no omudi said omunaya mashebi before omunaya MPs and so in order to ensure and protect parliamentary democracy, as I say, you didn't be who say nyama e koso na hwe ya emboa parliament.
Yes.
Now anona ye hwe ye hu ye all this attack you say attacks my 35 from 2021
to now.
No, 2020 to now.
Okay.
35 mienu na America se prosecute as I no penny mienu me fan say
I go through prosecution successfully. The Akenya are still hanging.
Just say you make a job say be a court case. You make a say court case. You decline a stakeholder engagement. You decline more money. And one of the institutions or body now you focus and now say Ghana Police Service. I don't want you to do almost as here. We pay a courtesy call on the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kufu Dampare. And one of our concerns is wanted to know the state on you can say assault cases, attacks on the media, journalists who have come and attack. Most importantly, we think that Ahmed Swale Latif Abubakar, multimedia, and all that. And then he told us in confidence that say time I a court case.
It's a cold case.
Yes. It's a friend on what
create cold case unit.
Cold case unit to start
going
visiting such cases. So it's on my area because idea court case and idea nice like rejected nice it has been relegated to the background now. Just say any idea you be revisited. But obe critique court case unit omo revisit near which you say I cannot do this so and mo but this year
specifically on a Metsuale.
On Latif, what will be on Latif?
On Latif and so.
Latif Abubakar of Multimedia Joy in front of CID headquarters. Entrance. CCTV cameras. Police men in uniform and a boo yenui and they are boo the team. Yenui and got 1 year. But all you are dancing 1 year. And said that 15 head mechanical serrano. Abrekumechi or not. Na yedi just ya bandaging it. Na besi ene police for catch us that day ne kwa no CCTV cameras a ebo sia de anymore airport anymore anya juma that day. So they don't have visuals. So if the police administration can even protect their own omo timi cover omo crofo etoma yedi ntimi yesa. We cannot protect our own. Baby, how can you say etro? You see, that's all call you beku. Oko abebu epraw. Oko amoja befiu. O say, bia granity no onko pra. Asem way you can way.
It is because of the regularity of the attacks, no?
Yes.
And then the executive body came to the conclusion say yes, your response should be drastic. Be a bit shaky system, no? Because
system, no. A failure system necessary provide an enabling environment for journalists to thrive.
Yes.
To be able to discharge our duty without fear or favor. Now say system na is say boy home buying protecting the kind of say protecting and ensure the safety and our security, no.
Yes.
System no say you see I'm informal. Yabubo yanchi obia.
Okay.
Odi ya can say you na yet yes no you tools ni dan the sibeni microphone sa too the tron you too. It is a system known to mean protect here there. Then we see this situation as abnormal.
Yes.
Especially when the attack is increasing. It you won't say in abnormal situation. Then we take abnormal decisions. You can't take rational decisions in abnormal situations. We are not in normal times. Especially Bibi in election Obi in election your friend is saying year.
Yes.
I think the second month I recorded 2. In 2020 out of the 35 in 2020 recorded 12 attack.
2020 another election year 12.
And
in all things being equal this year would have been more.
2020 Obi so kaya Safie mu na COVID by. Safie mu you call lockdown for about 2 months to 3 months.
Sure.
Afide mu kra na say the movement kra no restricted. And that this circumstance na say bio niema that niema enko so said like the date no econo e kra attack 12.
Yes.
Because it's 12 journalists attack. Tax the ba assaulta. A call is some trouble also. Now a few 2024 you stakes near high. Yare bi any global pandemic. Yan hwe de as I say attack here yekin. E mu be say last year de no mu be say bienu miensa. Eye ni nyina no eye related
election
related. Akosia City.
Yeah.
NDC. Ododi
ono cover vetin.
Oh, much what I say. UTV we about to ask him politics as we are. Say obi akoka say obi atete let them move. Enti ye kwa to ache so any palace. Your friend is saying
Cape Coast there no.
Cape Coast there
and also Vertin
MPP. yendi and also no parliamentary primaries. It is election related. Even tamale and also election related.
FM station
the election chief task no those nyamana and
na eyidie no yendi die no what was the issue MP ne ye den
on say obi issue ni na say say dey yedi to dwa no ye nua yi e kokova na yenim and we are very much aware say ye nua ne Farouk no ye meet
okay
go school that so they know themselves very well
okay
nti ye nua ni di ni juma etie na the buy ne say on say yendi confusion esi ho Emma ebem say a distracted counting process crime who's a man yes electoral commission crowd abontia because they didn't even declare any result and so forth. It's about confusion is see you know. Now you no air report live on Zoom.
For which media house?
For City.
Okay.
It is Zoom no. Not on the phone na air report.
Yeah, Zoom no. Okay.
On phone. And an way channel.
Sure.
No the Zoom.
Sure.
Na tama na Zoom ne koso no. And now, who said because on say City was also reporting live the vetting that is the primaries, the elections and they were not focused on one place.
Okay.
It other before you go to before MCR like FCR I call MCR so at the MCR no production way no they saw there's a confusion what I say somebody like from the camp of so and so
a reporter
yes. Strapped way when we say Bem say I'm for akoje ballot papers like confusion. It all report kind of sana or what is sana. Na Bem say Farouk in Crawford so ever.
Oh,
much until they were attacking, pushing people. A moment of Sakra can read commander man to form. A police phone now to talk for
Farouk didn't call
for make
and Farouk was part.
No, was part. Oh no, demoshe ni fugu fita echeche. What? Or call Metro TV, or call Metro FM says, or I that's all one answer Richard Yagba. I could deny say that the one share no chef Gufitebia or Chechebia. No news a Metro for a video, no, and a mobile train. And I learned that Richard Yagba apologized.
Okay.
But yet the say, the fact available to us, say, oh, didn't all report to the way, no, and it is it for the far and the report on confusion, almost taking off. Echo far, another constituency, but no more the who know production way because it was still live.
Sure.
So they can watch what is happening.
Yeah.
That's your room.
Yeah.
So the people were attacked, they were approaching. It almost say won't say the people are approaching and they need the cheat
and the trauma.
That's what I think happened. The trail. The say, we no, you can't say confusion, no, up to just say exchanges. Now, what the police did, they say, police for electoral officer, elections, that DC officer.
Yes.
And I think the district commander, and then the divisional commander, and I'm trying regional commander, and they came. Then the regional commander came. Said you have to leave
the scene.
Yes, because you have to protect the easy officer. You have to leave the scene. Emma even in the course, no, Farouk say no car. They should close the gate because I think it was a gated place that they shouldn't allow any car
to move
out. What should survive?
Reporting,
this is the kind of impunity we are talking about. We have the videos.
And did he at any point order a guy to attack the city journalist?
So city journalists in way no. It's a bra or no egusunete. So Chani no who's a program so. It's no approaching. Sakwas or report to the he was approaching you.
Yeah, it was approaching the MP.
The MP.
Okay.
It is if one who said no. MP did about preaching on almost so epic. I'm fan life. So it was approaching the MP to ask, oh. What has triggered this?
Yeah.
Before he said Jack, now you say he's soldier for his senior and so did that.
Oh, why is so?
Farouk.
MP Nansa and the boys.
MP no.
MP Nana didn't saka journalist.
And they share the boys no. Kutupa. And almost share some parts share so.
And the MP was captured on video hitting the guy.
And they say because they use Zoom.
Yeah.
Say say
sure.
They hit and distract.
Sure.
But they not only say that city camera person.
Yes.
Can you main camera person? Camera no jiranchen.
The same venue.
The same venue. It was not capture. So even the attack on him, it wasn't the reporter, Alabira, the journalist who reported to the media house or station, say, Farouk and MP did in the Sakano. It was rather the media house Nangasano from their production room. MCR. So they actually caption, they published it. If I telecast, they said that their journalist has been attacked. Even before Asana, reporter, correspondent, with former complaint, former report.
Okay.
So it wasn't any DBA. Sebio as a Sam and I because Asana, some trouble. Now, some trouble, fact checking. What does it say? Once to me, if you are not guided by this principle, we share a code of ethics here. Now, Yankasano, Yan Juma. On what moral grounds? In the bit, like I say, who can say, Juma. We have to set standards. And that's something so bad. Anytime be a Cape Coast attack, it took over a week as an Ayaba out. Yes, sorry, we no be any competition. Just sorry, Precopena, ya babonting. And now, even Cape Coast, the crowd, and ya out and you be issue, you can say the
blacklist.
The blacklist, no. The first one, we made some demands. We need to say, a police for Monche na assembly no one na home do saki kan ko free yan chi omo ye memra ne omo yede indi afen so no MPP with national and regional level most Monche na betray the sense omo MPP supporters because omo di ye ma me echi ko omo MPP supporters enu nti no emra bia wo party no sese ne omo di no most omo ni omo di ena ye ma me so no our council cooperative and make sure say supporters our tax na all around the world omodom sakanka we no make sure say obebuana this were the call
enti one teshe na move ahead with the order for blacklisting and you did same with Farouk Mahama and that order no means all media houses should not report anything, whether good or bad, about them. Mo ye sa blacklist no ewie no. Sa mpanyifo ye ene matena se akasa.
So say blacklist no na America say on say me Farouk bi akasa me ne kasa e mra se nisi ye.
Okay.
It didn't sound convincing. He was very aggressive in front. Remember Frel? Me no minimo. It's BBSC report about me ho. My friends, the report say na about the matini anyway. Just as a share
body language
anyway. I'm so massa. Me man Frau say, you have to get your factual. You must get your factual. Yes. What does it? All I remember is that there was a confusion, and we went to the police station, and then the police also went to the police station, and my party came and declared me the winner. And get your factual. To me, I gave you the opportunity, and even because all my broadcast list also.
Okay.
To me, said be and Saka. Me send notice invitation for coverage in many way. Obviously, name. My send we sank a opportunity. Say I can to me power frame so me I be a 7 or 6. Also I'm sending me because already know the kind on the call no catch them so his lawyer is going to sue them. He's going to sue the journalist. He will sue the GJ. When you sue GJ regional, you have sued GJ national.
Yeah.
And you sue GJ regional, we sue national. And Obi, they say ni peg na tia say. Sebio enyen Ghana some traffic, Ghana some traffic na babe farm say me ma medium ni. Me na me dem ho ko he.
Yes.
What I say? Me dem ho ebo afore. Dibi hu esi wo say mo ma me akonya. This is my currency. I stand for this principle. Niti mo ma me akonya na.
Say na
me ye. Enti ma ba na say currency na what I preached I'm standing for no. Me too na mo a. Eye den na. Obeka say
yeah.
Sebi de me no.
And apart from say politicians ebe feel say the GJ is probably becoming high-handed in terms of or more response to some of these issues. No, you have a former one of your predecessors, NMC chair. At a program organized by the GGA and the US Embassy, in Akwan to speak. And Ghanaian Times reports Mr. Yaubwedwa Yeboafo, the chairman of the NMC, has expressed his disagreement with the GJA for boycotting individuals accused of violently attacking journalists in the country. The NMC chairman finds it disheartening that journalists are being subjected to violent attacks, but believes that boycotting is not the most effective response. Speaking at the opening of a training program titled Journalists for Peaceful Discourse for selected journalists from Ashanti, Ahafo, and Bono East regions, he said, fighting impunity with impunity was not the solution. Adding, I support efforts to ensure justice is served against those responsible for these acts. He emphasized the importance of following the rule of law and due process rather than resorting to blacklisting or boycotting. While he acknowledged the popularity of such calls, he believed they were not productive or in the public interest. This is the NMC chair.
Also, Master, how can you even say they were not productive? At the end, it's ongoing. Also, they were not productive. What do you say? At the end, the issue directive,
yes,
but it's really having a biting effect. It's in force. So how can you say they were not? At the end, I want to say on what data, statistics, assessment, and now we can say. Do you know our expectations? First of all, what is impunity? Adibia impunity beyond unlawful. Adibia ni embra ebuchia unlawful.
Yes.
Enuntino, pacho OBA. Sebio yayan some trumful ya research. Sebia Marano is in Kakra. We are guided by the principle of the rule of law.
Yes.
Also, Andrea Namene or Sakakari, Samson ini lawyer. We na busa question say. Atu ya to Emrebiana, yeti Emrebiana. Our call for boycott.
Is it against any law?
Ya Bodo Boafu, my senior, and I respect him for that. Me man or former
GGA president.
Yes, former vice president.
But graphic editor and graphic
MD, general manager, is acting or something.
Okay.
Or a senior industry. But so who say they know who near matter and yes, and different. It's say who can impunity or your lawyer. Impunity just say ya a bibia famra kwaso. Emra ben
and a GGA ebuso with the blacklisting call. No?
Lawyers for you say omo 2 million no match. To match at least call. Is it legal? Is it unlawful? Saying illegal, then unlawful there. What is the impunity about it?
Or say the NMC chairman also stressed the importance of not only condemning such acts, but also encouraging victims to seek redress through the mechanisms provided by the NMC and the Ghana Police Service. He called for thorough investigation into these cases and the imposition of appropriate legal penalties on the perpetrators.
Minya, the medical, now make us a medical catch.
Yes.
Say the system has failed us. Maka, a police for. Say, in fact, see you can't see our system yet Timupa, make us say fraternity and industry and the people are body.
Yes.
A police meku a fairly or mopa in central for. You see, I commend Ampari and the team for all the reforms but they have failed. Ampari and the team have failed the media. And don't you know the confident as central for confident journalists the police administration and I said not police service mono Sebu conform na edu isan say mama we bebre yabu obi yendi video yedi kan ti o video yedi ye say edabonten yedi kan yabo obi din oma odipa na be ye complain oba lodge complain obi din asumesi abome police for mojuma ne say Don't they arrest
and investigate?
Me no ka say unia enani nan say ya Drapa Dubai.
Yeah.
You could own it.
Yeah.
Look at the swiftness which are police for a dear medica. Namparina Kasa Cotes and Kasa discharge the CID boss and Kasa or Tiano cases, national cases to Japa to lead the charge and ensure that perpetrators are brought to book within a space of 24 hours. Near Chidi Babes 7 suspects 7. Until the court proves you guilty, you are a suspect, you are accused.
Yeah.
It's at then na yan sono yan crofo bi nu ya bu omu ya kan wasem. Ya follow due process. Emma yan sam troni Alabria
up reported to
the police. Yendi district police. Emma regional commander the signal. Akwa refer case in the about region. E invite
Omaton Safre MP no.
Me say me dia me minim o dia minim be say na minim.
Okay.
Because you to Safre MP ni a say yete. But what I say? Because I say it. And I had to cry now in some training because me regional chair in the assembly chief.
Okay.
Your lawyer, regional lawyer in Tamale, and also follow assembly up because we wanted a lawyer to advise us on the matter.
Sure.
Even to follow up on the kind of charges here. Tio Dipana and I say the police for crano investigate Tio Dipana charges called the bono. It's how they see your UTV case in the see every criminal case be assigned to a lawyer.
Okay.
To monitor. And untino, na a police for I have found regional commander ne frere that was Safre Alabriano, and regional chair, and complainant in a call.
Yeah.
Commander sure said, you only to one more.
In the contrary to Omo Efi said, the GJA's resort to blacklisting.
Yes.
As the first option, no, that is not true.
Yes.
Might take some other steps. Yielding results. In the blacklisting, the last result.
The last result. GJ. Now, the air can say, I don't want to talk about NMC. I don't want to be seen as attacking NMC.
Yeah.
Because just say, Ferrier say, the whole NMC chair will describe a position of a body association or a member.
Yeah.
Yeah, can say even though say me you are penny there, senior brother, but I'm the president.
Yeah, we are the president.
I am his president. Now to me, it describe the association, yeah, position as impunity. And when you so productive, or say a what dysfunctional. What do you mean by me?
But I say when you sue the NMC laid down process.
Yeah, laid down.
Say I say more petition.
And laid down, baby. Laid down to omono dani
yes.
Yeah, move from reactive position to proactive position. What that's what to. Me did say, you police force say you could Drapa. Me did say police force tran say yembra obi me report that. I don't think I say issues be honor. Issues be on issues of national concern. Yeah, both some trafo kuomo. Yeah, my bro, my say. Yeah, the man tam diomechi called UTV issue by invasion of UTV. NMC, they were the first people to issue a statement. Because I say UTV for petition on one night. Were they petition? Proactiveness. See, year 2 and a more year. NMC, your reps also. We have 2 reps. Now, Yakase, I am boafu. This Yakase, it doesn't have the interest of journalists at heart. Yeah, it be more NTS. It's say, see Yakase, on representing some trouble for NMC who.
Oh yeah, say in some trouble for rep or NMC.
Me catch it out. On your president rep.
Yes, and he's the chair.
The president of Ghana rep.
Sure.
Oh yes, and then go for yeah, Pakistan we politicians, members of the ruling government. And what do you expect? But can say now even pono what kind of confidence ben na NMC omoriposu in the members journalists even team mufo kra no gidie ben no NMC team mufo na come we let alone journalists and trafo. Now the police for failure NMC won beti ma check go for NMC punitive measure ben na modia but punitive you can say she ben you are supposed NMC is supposed to promote freedom and independence of the press. This is their core mandate, their first function. Mr. Ne, Obi Mr. Ne will be more. I'm saying Sam Cratchit. He was a former NMC member. But a good writer be on NMC. Why NMC cannot protect the interests of journalists? And you have Troy, Sam Cratchit, the Kai. Namijidi say, yes, I he has said so. He was a member, once member.
You would defend the position the GJA took any day, anytime to blacklist the two politicians, members of parliament.
It is yielding result. I can buy here, Obi. If it is not, it wasn't. If he say if it's a new effect, say a new biting effect, Obi. I can understand that topical issue.
But the other thing would be say into the blacklist indefinitely, and I say you are waiting for them to come to the table
until further notice.
And
you know, the last the last press conference here.
Yes.
You can say, mami, just a week after we were reaching out.
Okay. After the call for blacklist, we're reaching out,
calling for a truce. Now, showing interest in the matter. Saying that many team. You say about you need DJ Baba Transi. Na kwan bi say aboa na perpetrators no say omo wo ma afa. So me wuni ma fa so me am supporters so budi mechi no ye na ye hwe na emra ni omudi. This is the approach. This is the position. This is the posture we were looking.
And this is no reaching out sir no. What would it take for you to lift the blacklist on her?
You see no say onem akasa. O reach out ne me kasa no. Me so no me ye can say the SSM so make catch.
Yes.
Because
in
fact, you didn't come bebree e ma ne bobo nyema e bi so. Nyema ni bia obobo so ne say. O say me say yes it sounds say wenya infonini bi na infonini bi no akukire say ba we nipa na ye kana say no ba ko makesi. Enu nti na ase ayene na akakra say no bi o mankesim na make say na say na de say bi ne me koya amanyosom na say me pese me nua kabila ba bidi metia ya na my friend say me nua kabila me kumasi o kabila tifa we bra na bra beta meti what does it enu nti no de ye ka inna ne say who need temperature, so who need the obikana capacity to accommodate in Central 4. Stay away from Central 4. Now you juma. But if you don't stay away, when you stay away, we will stay away from you. Because Obi, you see, said the name catcher Obi, you see baby au kono yeto. Okwa ye babu abrewase. Okwa ye beku. Okwa sebi you moja beti mefiu. O say piakraniti kononko.
That will be irresponsible.
It will be irresponsible. A democratic. It is within our constitutional right, and we can't keep on doing the same thing and expect
different results.
And I can say, "Mami, you see a politician, you send a signal." They can say, if you come, because like when you attack me, that's a job for Kruma. If you attack a journalist in this country, you have attacked me. You have attacked the entire media. So you don't expect me to sit down. And that is why they have given me the mandate
to serve.
So I will discharge that mandate without fear or favor.
And so far, I think it's been so very good. Wayfree Atik Mohammed or Obi, good afternoon. The GJA president is showing that there is a new era in the affairs of the GJA. Protection of journalists in their practice cannot be understated. As for the NMC and their ill-advised comment, the least spoken about them, the better. That's Atik Mohammed. This one says that and Wayfree lawyer Samson Ladi Anyenene or say it definitely is a legitimate, simple, convenient, inexpensive and pragmatic measure for validating the right of free speech, including of the media. The media must be united in enforcing the blacklisting of violators and people with control or influence over violators in cases where prima facie evidence exists. Keep at it while pursuing prosecution and civil action. Journalism is no crime, and crime is not punished on the street in a democracy. Protect journalists. Don't wait to avenge them. GJA blackout. In way free Samson Ladi Anyenini. Yeah, lawyer.
Lawyer. Yes, you're a lawyer. How do I say? Yes, you're a lawyer. Oh, there be a president.
We say, Obi, today we all support freedom of the press and agree with the statements presented. However, Mr. Dwumfour's recent claim of a blackout lacked evidence and seemed politically motivated. It's crucial for him to reveal the progress of the investigation into the alleged assault of the journalist, David, at the Central Regional Coordinating Council, which allegedly led to the blacklisting of Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen. We say,
how is this politically motivated?
Oh, sir, nipa na dwen no.
Okay.
Yeah, nipa na dwen no. Obi, kudos to the GJA president, and I think all media houses, irrespective of your political leanings or ideology, must help enforce the blacklist of monsters who think they can attack journalists and go home to their families. Ani Osabute. Ani, thank you. This one says, I think you guys are doing well, but let's get this clear. Why do you guys always say you are the fourth arm of government, which is not factual? Charlie. You journalists are under the executive per the Constitution of the Republic. Really? Okay. Gamel from Ewutu or Brachere, the rest of your message, and Shada and your papa. I mean, misinformation of the highest order, intimate to Asokra and kind. But maybe I'll call you later. Now, Mama, or some little education after. We say, please, he has my congratulations for standing up for us members. It hasn't happened in a long time. And guess who? Jifa Bampo and Onode Way Abajifa. Thank you. Fred Agbenyon says, Obi, tell the GJA president to ignore Yaobwedwa Yabuafo. All of us support him on this move. That's Fred Agbenyon. We say, Obi, I am happy the way GJA president is fighting for journalists in Ghana. If I may ask, what is he doing about those journalists who are also cyberbullying and insulting people in this country? Nana Amponsa Bediakon Edia Onodia Breye Enono. We say, Obi, GJA has over the years had tamed and compromised leaders. Today we have a GJA leadership that is assertive, and the politically tainted NMC chair cannot live with it. Samuel Douna. Hey, challenge the senior journalist, the message is about power. Yeah, Samuel Douna. Charlie. We say, yeah. We say, Obi, the guy is doing well, but he must check his aggressiveness and approach a bit. Because some journalists too are very disrespectful to citizens and politicians. Gastiman Ubrekum. That's my Okabibi said. We are not in normal times. It was our approach, and so a bit abnormal. But this one says, Obi, what is the GJA president and the GJA doing about irresponsible journalism? And that is where Ayana Able lines, ni Teiko Tego Eddie Enono was cited example be of Eddie Presdo. I think as we look at wrapping up, no, don't worry. Na BBI come up. We say, Obi, it's up to you journalists to protect yourself. If not, nobody will do that for you. Those journalists, bootlicking politicians are only digging their own future graves. Boycott is an important tool. That's from Sulemana Isifu. Nedia or Diaba and Sulemana Isifu. Yeah, that's it. Papa. President, my memory na fe. We say the amazing theme for World Radio Day 2014 by UNESCO. Is it 2014 or 2024? I think you mean 2024. Is to shine a broad floodlight on radio's remarkable past, relevant present, and promise of a dynamic future. But all of that has been lost in a conversation about attacks on journalists. That's also very important, but celebrating radio goes beyond journalism. We have a day to celebrate journalists as well. Starsky and on the way. But Starsky, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll come back to, but and we had fixed this interview with the president and these issues near ASC Hong Kong. World Radio Day, yes. Yakati cake.
Yes. No one has actually be sending a message.
Dabi.
Now, as I say, it do stage mobile. Since the Chinese say, I'm thinking we journalists should begin to arm ourselves. The conspiracy against us keeps growing. Can you imagine?
Arming ourselves might not be the way out.
That's what I'm saying. No, we shouldn't get there. No, but what I'm trying to tell you is that when we get there, then it means that our democracy has failed.
Sure.
Because the media play a key role, critical role in the democracy.
Yeah.
The democracy and good governance I enjoy now. First, Nanka, you can say we're all share the Ghana, you can say foreign policy, and I know say when it comes to international relations politics, it's very well. You can say invest in it. What we're all thriving on Nkrumah's foreign policy, and Diana, what is foreign policy? It is all about your vibrant media, proactive media. The world view the country based on what they see.
Yes.
How your media portray.
Yes.
That is why you are viewed. And in order to ensure that the boycott here, Obi Yaka and Adam says Samson Swaba Abisi Sudia said it's a peaceful and civil democratic tool.
Yeah.
It is within our constitution. And many of our interviews will be na all my example or the Al Jazeera Al Jazeera for journalists are kunku omo and journalists be kunku the bushia on ewo itokwa ekoso Israel and Gaza and tem nema o say enu ntino na Al Jazeera for about because say enu ntino omo cover Israel be. You see, there have been punitive measures. Me a member of the IFG, International Federation of Journalists, representing Ghana by virtue of the fact that
we GJ president.
Your members now you're members of the IFG. Now there were some punitive measures that we don't want to say here. And no crowd could be no. Share Al Jazeera anyway. But say they've been giving bad press.
Yeah.
Now you see, we have options. We could have decided, say, some you politicians
bad press, which will not be very
professional.
Yeah.
So should we follow? See what we decided to take the option of a boycott. Which is legal. Which is legal. So the side when but again, Al Jazeera as a way cannot say they will not cover a sovereign state. Say Israel, no, say Israel from quantity. Yeah. So your Palestinian form Israel. Your man for. You can't say, nobody can say the media cannot, and then what will be our existence? Say you see cover Ghana, and I say no one say and you close
media.
Nobody, it doesn't make it. It is the can.
But again, fine on your board at that event, is there a GG and a US Embassy event?
Yes.
Was he invited in his personal capacity and now say as chair of the NMC? Because I've heard somebody sent a message say Eric Issa or say Obi. Yao was not speaking as an NMC member or chair. He was giving his individual opinion. So put that in context. The GJ president is attacking Yao's reputation and saying he's speaking because of his appointment. And that controversy.
The letter. But also letter and also.
Mu inviting as chairman of
the NMC. Now you are there. So you invite you in what capacity? Sebio topic of Babe delay, Your senior journalist, veteran journalist,
can do that.
But the capacity as NMC chair, no, a mood because share the GJ Awards grana. See, invited Omampini, invited before speaker. Apart from Yang, the keynote speaker, and Abia, the guest of honor. Anyway, no, also Kasa. Media Commission, your mom slot. It's because we see Media Commission as a powerful tool in their democratic dispensation, especially in our media landscape. We see it as a way. What I say, and can say, Ayabovu did not come there in his personal capacity. Oba in his capacity as the chairman of the NMC. That's how he was introduced as such. He spoke in that capacity. And and again, look, Unia, me too. My GJ president, Semiko Kasawa sorry. Ma sorry as Abia a sorry penny, and now say sorry ni Pentecost, me Pentecost ni ya Pentecost mu. Na manko kasa ya. Ya meka say na meka sawa sorry.
The position,
yes, as soon as you serve in a public position, you say you don't have a private life. Iti u di komo po ofie na wa anka say yempa iti mi po eba
out
so ehye eduti no ye kan say ye de the call on journalists say yes residents and traffic nyina yen crofo nyina manfo nyina we should endeavor to honor the GJ's call.
And me pacho the decision to blacklist sa two MPs no it is them because more attacks need not happen this year.
This year, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, Obi, at the end say we have to start from somewhere.
Sure.
We started cautioning.
Yes.
Yeah, caution. Really a penny. Can I say the beginning and I'm casting now? We just we be distracted me cry. Oh, but Obo Juma, Obo Juma too.
Oh, me chief operations.
Me na make a job. Is a big when he said. Yeah, starting work with blacklist. Me me share platform na say most of the teaching man say them and say, bro, we are with you. No shame in Christ. Ken, I mean for your support so far. Now, yeah, question at our award, 27 GJ awards. So we tear me speech here. Yes, me can say, in as much as you question your Crawford to be professional. Now you should be guided by the ethics.
But when him say announce on the because him say one of the functions of the association is to make sure that we preserve that standard, professional standard in the Juma. Because I've gotten a lot of messages. I'm in person mechanic because they justify some of the attacks. But really, what is the GJ also doing in that regard to ensure training program
okay. To prepare journalists ahead of the election?
Okay.
Ye training.
Okay.
Yegusu advocating for journalists to adhere to the code of ethics.
Yes.
Code of ethics, 23 pen.
Yeah.
Usunya, you are guided by it.
Yeah.
You see, just do your fact check.
Yeah.
You see, fact finding is very important in every work I hear.
Yes.
Now, some trophy you create obi, and you say artist studio or the for you can say without any provocation, for no just cause. Obi ojani baby now our friend say bra now di for no actually say sebi una ujina station esu ana o kaseti honorable o say nyame o embane fi eja no hoko na be se sima akre bi mu na ye friend say obi asa frɛ no say akwa na luti na me ana police for me do omo ya onipa yes obi parade no ho as a police officer you see abesi ene we still see the person as purported because ye the info ni ya police for mama ye hu say o police officer disciplinary way bia na what the mention as say ye eti against him because ye the info ni actually na ye nya the videos ni way na odi ye ma me ye chi
okay
no enye vetting hodo on other other occasions and until the year can say Juma no young preserve afi so maminka we answer we obi say when we come under attack they say preserve evidence anytime you be face such way no preservation of evidence is very important
and we advise to the journalists the victims
media, because also sometimes there has been we have received a number of complaints not only with these two even in the past but we have evidence in here now koye say and I was with this colleague. Evidence is key. Let's always preserve evidence. After preservation of evidence, the next thing is to report to the police. After that process, we will continue because
and also I think because it's about being critical, no, maybe in a training way for journalists, no, so preservation of because be a hokra unim what evidence is. Evidence a bit may lead to successful prosecution. I think we should add it to training.
We have started. It have started the call. It's admonishing and call for to be professional. Maybe they can say the measures. We can say we are putting measures in place to call out the variant of professionalism.
So ethics we name and shame
you be a enchibia it will tuja ni empese madi your friend say yes because this time around we are dealing with dishonorable politicians. We are dealing with one day some trouble for one fire anyway and that call that way said I'm once we establish a prima facie at any time, given time,
would exercise a right of boycott. If a Samson comes back and says, Obi, the police say they cannot find CCTV footage at the premises on the day Latif was nearly killed by officers. Police in December 2023 told us the Ken Japan open threat on Erastus was not formally reported to them. I led Erastus to lodge the complaint in July 2021 with a letter and evidence. I have several cases filed at NMC since the early 2000s, since the early 20s, that remain unresolved. Do you recall a court upholding the right of journalists like Efia Pokuah, etc., and awarding compensation of even up to 20,000 Ghana cedis? See why I support this approach, and he is totally in support of the approach to blacklist. Yes. But we have one politician here, one journalist also here, managing editor of the National Forum. Member Omo, 30 seconds each. Any comment? Doc, Mamemfa Wunshas, any comment? Our GGA president. Yeah.
Oh, Minya Pavnajo for Mebona Basso, Neoyen. Na mesanso akache so a president.
Yes.
Enti e toda so so a ne kasa no so say presidential.
Okay.
E toda me fi say me tie na na yakọ srododo.
Like why aggressive dodo.
Onya so aggression, yes, but in some need yes.
Okay.
Pitch, tone, communicate. So you need to manage that.
Okay.
The important thing is the focus.
Okay.
Now if he say he's on the right course with the focus, as I say one a year the word jumano need any bua ye de ma woman ye de ma wono sasuna adano na kwabna santina eti omahine na me can say my hide behind the pen or the mic to also exercise impunity or disrespect for the rights of other people.
Sure.
Enti the man that me be can say no, I was talking about the need for the media to develop capacity in assessing manifestos. Now Moody's and common one. And I'm saying yes, the media, it is our duty to dissect obia the name by do. But as I say, develop capacity. Either say young kasa, you be develop the expertise. And I say you be invite one more a one in there that area. That don't mean you are a Larry Dogbene a Daily Post editor. No, they were not in agreement. And I had to almost can't say they were not too nice. Yeah. So I came to the studio to make a point. Say I could have access to this studio. So what they were saying on several things about me, I came to the studio. How if me nye obia say me can access and come can agunipa no mfia mo fam ho adi. And that was the important point I was making. Enti enhwe won mu yi manti asemo a sina ayeboafo e kan e no. But what is also on kasa enti on kasa by heart, you understand? Menti do kan e no. The mechanic say
or say your position
impunity, using impunity to resolve impunity.
You see, there may person mechanism. I'm just starting from a point. Say
yes.
On your kasa heart.
Okay.
And me ni say asemo kan no say yetie mu yi a ebia ye betimi ato atwene trasa. Every say na me ne kwabna cancer privately wa. The danger in position where you are taking is say who take his position because they will expect senka ye be ye no ye nye nti wo ye no as a last resort.
Yes.
Let us say one kasa ujitum say senka onya akwan fufu bia enka ofasa akwan no so. Danger wo mu nie e betma ba say wo prima facie na wugina so dey enye conclusive enough.
That's true.
That's one. Two, one kasa gathering prima facie
This question
does not constitute a fair point to conclude on, especially if you look at the principle of giving the other side a hearing.
The hearing.
Well, you cannot constitute yourself or constitute yourself into a judge in your own court.
No, but the other thing is when they say the move by GJA and prosecution in courts, they are not mutually exclusive.
I agree. No, but what I'm saying is
yes.
Me cover story biom as GJ.
Sure.
Inti yes,
based on initial evidence,
yes, remember beer or be flout to Sadiano. What are you going to do? Because there's that tendency. Say media freedom, no. UGJ can take a position.
Yes.
And yet one of your members will defy that. When your member defies that, how are you going to
the association has rules and regulations?
Yes,
if the person is a member of the association,
against the person's
constitutional rights. A member of the association. Because when you join an association, you go by the rules and regulations.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop the person from their constitutional rights.
The point I'm making is that yes, the association will apply its sanctions.
Absolutely.
Good. And I make us say, oh, apply sanctions now. One Kasano, you are further going to disintegrate your front. Because semina my flout to Sadena, Osi Unity, more apply rules. Yes.
Yes.
Can you imagine what is happening? I'm advocating for a point. Say, I don't know say any last resort. It should be last resort. Now, for instance, no answer no better take his step no. Now I exhaust every means possible.
Which they've done. At least from what he's told us, no, they've done.
Well, I'm just giving to err on the side of caution.
So Kabila is speaking with a land who was getting information. You are not abreast with the issues.
I'm not making conclusive statements. I'm giving you caution.
But knowing you, I know that sometimes you take your time to understand the issues. Now, Bema, I know how you handle issues.
I am saying what I'm saying because yes, but I know him a little.
Yes.
And I also want to credit him. Say, on kasasa keke. That's my difference. So I'm tobo.
Can the sadia? That's on kasake. Sake can I just say?
Men kasa wo kasasa keke.
That's not Miss Unimi.
Men detie. And I'm say me afutu me di kankai. They say etoda na wo kasa minimum no. Etoda na wo kasa maninya more presidential. Mandi kan kasa asem. O ma yi president.
That's not my presidential.
David Philip. Man kasa ayi but it's a point I've already made. All I'm trying to say is say modern say ye be di ehuni ye di kano de to subio me enko she ye pen and say ye mic echi enko say obi fa hodi na mom ye modern so say obi a obepese obi tietia ye so ye fa hodi so no ye nyusu kwan bia ye wo emfa kwan bia so na de ye be ma omanfo ahu say oni kun ade a wo ye enye no ye beda na di e bi kra one black nipa na out now woman is space na nipa no say no na say no it's another thing but me feel say ni nyan kanfo ano and na eye da ponda say you recognize contributions media
of
people
radio
na me momi nua kwabradomfo aba so say de wo ye no eye onko so na onhwe say ahweye bia say ohwe na ode toatoa adwe amanfo adwe nkire wo bibia mu no ode na ya kan say no na ye to ama wonum so a wo state regulatory power to protect the media. So this is a signal. Nana or can say and I agree with him. Say central ni at the report to ba and messages are something the buy. Yes. Say ye the report to ba na untimi nyachire enkonkohwa na nsem bi die si na utimi die chire ama ehon anu ye bantempa na
your petition the Ghana Police Service. Emra, your first press conference on the 8th, on the 9th, and the petition. Not even a response, acknowledgement of receipt.
Oh, you sure?
I'm telling you, we petition, wrote to the IGP.
Now, so IGP
I know.
What's this?
But this is official. This is official.
But maybe we'll take that off air.
And now you're da. I say you na you celebrate. Now face so you kai kai home. And I'm saying nah. You nearby gift auntie.
Yes.
I'm saying and now the 27th anniversary or call radio TV so the first time.
Oh wow.
And that's why I
World
Radio Day.
That's interesting. An interesting.
One niura Nana Sako.
Ma mintie Kofi briefly
very
president.
I think say journalist kwan say obi bibi na say omo bon so a omo be express omo I may not necessarily agree with approach our mobile faso. Say a boycott will be and say, but I think say a more constitutional right. So mobile exercise. Media makers and komubenya komumpe kwan foforo bi so na mo faso. Panyimfo a mo kom ho asemi. Me gidi se mo betimi ne o matena se to da bi mpo a obi asamba yen solve no animanimu a o ma akoma ba fom. So because Yenia Faruka Mokana Semi. Ne elections, it's still very contentious. And who has some crown or mother so yet eka. It be a munya abotre crack a cramano. And mreba beto a chick a crana money netinas, ye be ananka abotoye moede abba. But say this is the path of Mupeso Mufa and also your more constitutional right. Mejidis and pennyphony and pennyphobia, they are willing to listen. But you see, Obi, Mebo Miniana Basso said, oh, yeah, a Juma as GJA president. But Mejidi said, Najumana, or no, in New Mudi. If you say Negana and Centrofo, see a critical analysis of the journalism we have in this country. Many in this or no, the quality of journalism we have in this country.
I will admit it. Central also move in name and shame.
Okay. So it's important.
Sure.
Because you see, you can fight against culture of silence. You can fight against attacks and all of that. All good and well. But Monkai's culture of silence can be caused by the pen. More the pen.
Media tyranny.
Yes.
Media tyranny.
Yeah, okay. Mona moti brofono. More the pen can call for Kasabuasho. Mo di media ne radio ne ade ye niema tie nipa de yaw ko nipa akoma mu ene wo tie journalist bi tie efidi achi na o kan semu a na no ye koto aba semu a obi kafa se be ye maame second lady ho se o ti radio achi nti e besre adwuma na mo ye no eboa ma oman ne koso. But senior mon kwa huhia mo sana politicians nso kwa huhia. Constitution and kase journalists for nkwa na mon kwa huhia. Yanso yan kwa huhia. Ensamo amuka ene kwan a mo fa so dane nsem na me nso me politician to da bi a me pie ko ba bi a me suro so bi de ababebo bitinema kome. Unim sa unia na o tro letter ba so o di tuition ho. Ka kire ne say yenso ye namwane yensie suro say kofo be attack yen. What has that got to do with anything? 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 The point I'm making is that wrong is wrong. You are also engaging in activities that yenso ye kra ato adwemu. That's the point that I'm making to you. And now we are politician now ko gina baby a wan hwe ya obi de ade be botri mu prawe ku enam nsemo centrofo binum eka obi timi fusade ye fita no abegina fidie so no aye ne tuntun because our fidie bi achi
the GJ has decided to name and shame
and no match
enti
uba 1 year ba wache
ebe me say
ache
enti ebe ba na nse
ebe me say ye di kan kra ye bi.
Okay.
Enunti ye se wahwa opa yanko GG abakwasem. How often I will say the whole CDS
Chief of Defense Staff
with 200 and crop for and pay courtesy call on the GG at the press center. Say on you GG bar be this also. Na yan so no your displeasures be a war near their two in.
Yeah.
Because of the confident prisoner. Now sometimes you know said a police force said Naba Association, any state institutions, any even the Ghana forces, military, almost cover, cover. Sometimes, Obi, to be very honest, sometimes any money na sebi omuntu they punish their people, but they don't just make it public. Ubu so make say morale because ebia ebuko na akọ affect the morale of other people. It is sometimes you maybe you two one among the year can I say some truthful ye G2 say some are very reckless, some are defiant, and unprofessional for a better way.
Yeah.
But so on some training nyadwen some training kra oye ne chumana onye ye klasa dia wo kan we ya men fa kontimba
of course not
everything that you want democracy
you can institute a civil
action yeah
na yenso ye kire mo se ma mo so mfa mo pen in kontima amro ye kon ho na mo so pen ntimi ye kontima
ya fa bro ntimi ye ka se ntimi ye ka se ye no one na won do oduma ye ni ya be down but as na obi na ye kan say na de ye kin na eye me won say
finally GJ president Yemfa common
but the
but obi say obi would the GJ boycott also be enforced even if the subject matter involves a public good which disadvantages the general public. I don't know if you understand
I don't get it.
Yeah, maybe the person listening can come back again. Afi, yeah, take question. I say back. Oh no, we said Obi, the GJA president was not fair to the NMC chair when he suggested that the NMC chair cannot be trusted to be impartial because he was appointed by the president of the republic. It is like suggesting that the chief justice of the republic cannot be impartial because he or she has been appointed by the president. Tell my senior in student leadership, now GJA president, that he should please tone down with the confrontations. If we were still in nukes and student activism, that would be normal because our motto is Aluta Continua. I'm not sure the GJA should be behaving in that manner. Tell him to adopt more diplomacy and finesse. His good friend Idi Muhayuddin, Esquire, former nukes general secretary, and on the way,
Idi boy, but when it comes to news politics, student politics,
Musini
but what is it? But Obi, man can't be I say about your impartial. If I make us a mancasa, the year can is a mistake. We were that's some all cannot, and I year say, yes, say a waffle. Yeah, say assessing from where it stands now.
Yes.
I give it in Yaka say only the interest, it doesn't have the interest of journalists at heart. Currently at heart. Because of where it stands. Because of impartial. We never said that. Again,
but that comment is not fair.
No, it's not for that.
Because as chairman of NMC, no, he's supposed to be fair. If you question his fairness as chairman of the NMC, that means he's not fit to be there.
He is the president's rep on the commission.
That's what I said.
Who is the chair of the NMC?
He's president rep first, and he was elevated to be chairman of the commission. And that's the point he made.
When somebody is chairman of the commission.
But he's the president's rep on the commission.
Yeah, can I say? We are putting the comments in the context.
Yes.
What I say, we are contextualizing the comment, and we are not attacking the person as a we issue the mami comments.
Sure.
Obi,
President Rapi, I find it worrying. 2 minutes.
I find it worrying. Say
yes.
Mene in your opinion, NMC chair yababe jina such a crossroad, which is not in our interest.
Yes.
Asama yekeni na no, asama yekeni na no. Mijiri sanka. Asama kibiti mi account them and asaka ufi. Obi kana se nanka asemu ni fi. Anka asemu ni fi.
Yeah.
The papa in your opinion senior ebo afọ na akofa asema ba. Sebi asemo oguka yi wan koka ye ma metra ha ne. Ke betra nke ka word radio asem. Word radio di e na ye celebrate ye ho. Anka na me focus na say my focus is to protect the working environment of journalists in the country.
Very well.
And you know, when you attack the media, you have attacked me. And you have attacked the GJ. You have attacked everyone, including you, Obi.
Sure.
Yeah. And you don't expect to say the same media now, so the same platform now, who use to channel your policies and your message
to the public,
to a team of four. Who attack you? Who break bridge now, the link now. Kwambe so na wasemere ebetimi akọ
very well
enuti ye weapon ye wo ani na said the Kabila kanu enye the last resort eba me say enye ha na ye ba be ka resort ha but this is one of our resort one of our options. There were so many options, so besides media Kabila say it's not our last or final resort said your car, you know there be Obi eba me say 2024 ya prepare ya ho ya bobo ya ho esi ya bobo ya ho we de ya de basic system nu kakra e be say amafo hu say ye ni abre
bebre beba
ya bebre ya bo ya che obi ya bo ya che aka ya che ache and
it has to stop.
It has to stop.
And it is stopping this year.
Of course. It is those in position of power obia or war, because usually one of our attacking some for say anye politicians na call the men in uniform.
Yeah.
The police, military, Nancy out here Chimansa na yakwa police military for akobo ye some training Obuase GBC regional correspondent during the Obuase ni akobo some training na obi station ametisui under multimedia must suffer you can't attack media meti matra amamu nipa be say 5 muni na ya multimedia for Latif Abubakar e baako Sechua Adom reporter Adia Fati ebon ye di echire e call your friends Ejaben besi ene we say what was the outcome
of that
Latif there what was that if you are Pokua
okay
what was that come now say mo correspondent Obuase and also say Obuase Anglo God Ashanti security e brim ye na asem papa
very well
it me gidi say most of that collateral damage na me nam say video so abo so say more so magic call ya tum na platform ni na kan obegina akra e kire say management decision just say a poor muna mode tumi and say attachment
very well
na ema ye niche ema ye ni so afa so no me nam sa kwani so no obi say mambo the minister of information Kojo Upon Kroma
yes
abasoa na I'm not being fair to him
Kojo Upon Kroma
minister say emu ono kai say ni nyanza kakra fa statement ni maybe one sure but for the first time in fact in 2024 minti Kojo ene in seminar course we na ya worried yenti ministry me country cabinet ministry for the ankedemonia e wo sebi yo ni mo na eye den e ko akuyedwuma ama na sie kra yetimi yehia o mo launch coordinator mechanism so one for the protection of journalists anyway ema ikoshia wa Lisa ema ndra we bem sendra PM Express Evans publisher say is it the ordained result nema that the me born abaso ne say Andrea, and I quote him, or say, I endorse the position of the GJ 100%.
Wow.
This is the statement from the minister.
The Minister of Information.
Or science
himself,
and
training.
A journalist.
Yeah.
And if the whole minister who is supposed to speak for the system
is supporting
this GJ.
As we might be doing something.
Now, Obi say be a dysfunction. I mean TV crowd. I don't think President. Yeah, na makwida no so. Me wrap up. Me wrap up. Oh, there be Obi me wrap up. Obi omo yes ano. Omo na ye ma se bedwom.
Okay.
Na anoma ntuba kwa yetu ni say
more parliament.
The speaker could this also.
Very well.
Now your competition say speaker and hollow sample before the privilege committee. On your twitch about the prima facie now. Said the way can.
Okay.
Where the constitutional right say a bit more to me a demonstration. A bit to me a picketing. And I'm a Obia we the say you say. You boycott. Now maybe Master Mubani we
Nipa the question the buyer na me say maintain the question as well say assuming there is a very critical development affecting fishermen that our Commissioner as Fisheries Minister has to speak to, would the media cover her address? Based on the direction.
Based on the direction, no.
Okay.
Mama can't say much. The media in Senegal 3 days ago, the wrap up, declared a boycott of all government activities, or government, not individual government activities, and the handling of its communique and releases from Monday 12th to Saturday 17th February. This is the media in Senegal. West Africa yao yanko echiri.
Yeah.
Anameboa.
Yeah.
Yanko echiri, yanko Al Jazeera, yanko Israel. Now they see this follows the arbitrary closure of WAV TV, a TV station, over its coverage of ongoing political demonstration. Yeni Kroma and na Sebian and for started processes a comedy baby close down on your TV. Did we come out to say unilateral? NMC wanted to close on your TV or your TV for this statement about say They have not even given them a hearing. The GJA, we did not come out to condemn NMC's position because we felt saying we are in this together.
Yeah.
We didn't describe it as unilateral, but many above we describe your position say unilateral. Obi, GJA cool. We have a constitution. Yani media foundation. Yani print pack. Yani giver and a boom and they take a decision. 4 umbrella bodies. We have the gas unilateral. Say result and they say boycott to a Monday no. And the Sana Deba and Sana Andrea because they started yesterday before the close of the day, close of business. The president of the nation, Sidiga, called the media heads.
And on your money
and now immediately he orders the reopening of the station. Haven't they got a result?
Just because of the boycotting.
Haven't they got a result?
Very well.
Is it functional or dysfunctional? But that's it.
That's the president of the Ghana Journalist Association and Moten and Kano. But some more information from lawyer Samson Ladi because we're interested in such matters and he's followed personally most of these matters. Obi, with Sechiwa, we won the civil suit with only about 12,000 cedis damages, i.e. compensation. She appealed the judgment like a fierce case. The criminal trial make basa like that. So you see why I support this GJA policy of blackout. Or see Emmanuel Ante, you also know why he is unable to work anymore. If you are wronged by a journalist, resort to legal action or other such lawful action and not to act criminally by assault. And Eri Presdo, yadase, papa. Dr. James KWABENA DWUMFOUR, ewaha. Eric Ejay, ewaha. Kofi Tonto. Enso ewaha na mamimfa we ntwem ansa na ya sha ase credit nkomo medical akwa safari ho